Welcome into this practice of mindful movement and breathing. The instructions given for the body scan also apply to this practice. Take the same care and attention with the yoga as you give to your experience with the body scan. You're encouraged to practice this regularly, often. As you do so, you'll be nourishing and strengthening your body and participating fully in the process of optimizing your own health. You are the expert at knowing your own limits, knowing your own sensations. Refrain from doing anything that doesn't seem right for you at this time, overriding any instruction I may offer. Invite yourself to explore the limits or edges of what the body can do in any moment, while listening most deeply to your own body's wisdom about how far to move into a pose or how long to hold the pose. Be gentle with yourself. Don't go beyond your own limits. Don't force yourself to hold poses longer or more intensively than is right for you and your body right now. If you commit yourself to consistent, regular practice, you'll gradually notice your limits changing over time as you become stronger. Your practice will be supported by your own patience, self-acceptance, and compassion. If you wish to skip a pose, assume a comfortable posture, close your eyes, breathe, imagining you're doing what is being described. As with the body scan, bring your fullest attention and curiosity to your experience. Ask yourself what you are feeling in each moment and noticing what you find. What is this feeling, and where is it located? Notice tension, stretching, pulling or tugging, releasing, tingling, feelings of relaxation. Notice the sensations of the breathing. Just noticing what is, without needing to add a story about it. Note if your mind is responding or reacting to what is being experienced. Throughout, breathe fully, freely, and through the nose as much as possible. Experiment with practicing at times with your eyes open and sometimes with your eyes closed. Notice if you find a difference in concentration, focus, or in mental activity. As with the body scan, if you notice you've become distracted, just return your attention again to the instructions wherever we are in the sequence. Beginning now by lying on your back on a comfortable mat or pad. Stretching your legs out in front of you, allowing your feet to fall out to the sides. Arms outstretched along the body at your sides, palms up if that's comfortable for you. Being attentive to the relatively straight alignment and balance of your body, the neck, the head. This pose or position is called the corpse pose. Coming to stillness, being aware of the body being held and supported fully by the ground beneath you. Feeling the breathing fill you with energy. Feeling your alertness to being here in your body in this moment. Bringing your attention now to the rise and fall of the breathing at the low belly. If you like, placing a hand on the low belly to feel how it rises and falls as you breathe in and out naturally. Paying close attention to the breathing, to the life that is coming into your body moment by moment. Receiving with the in-breath, letting go, releasing with the out-breath. noticing the way the floor and your mat support you, allowing your muscles to simply let go, letting go to the solid support and stability underneath you. You may wish to scan the body now as you've learned to do, traveling lightly through the body with your awareness, noticing any sensations, perhaps letting go of tightness that you might find, and just noticing how things are in the body right now. And perhaps on your next in-breath, and as you're ready, stretching your arms up over your head, lengthening the body, reaching out your fingertips in one direction and the soles of your feet and the heels in the other. Feeling the space created in the body, feeling the expansion, and then on an exhale, slowly returning the arms down alongside the body and letting them rest. Noticing what is felt in the body now as a result of this simple movement. Feeling the breathing in and out. And now on an inhale, perhaps bending the knees, planting the feet hip distance apart on the mat, knees pointing up toward the ceiling, preparing to do pelvic rocks. Exhaling, moving your arms out in opposite directions to rest in a T shape, fingers pointing in opposite directions, hands facing down. Noticing now the natural curve or arch of your low back, perhaps even placing a hand under that curve to add to your awareness if you choose. And then returning both arms out again into a T. And on an exhale, pressing the small of the back, flattening it down to the mat. Noticing that as you do this, the pelvis tilts upward. Inhaling, tilting the pelvis downward and exaggerating the curve of the low back, experiencing the lifting of the low belly. Exhaling, pressing the air out as you tilt the tailbone up, pressing the low back to the mat, rocking the pelvis back and forth as you inhale and exhale. Aware of the subtlety of movement as you tilt back and forth. This is an activity of the low body only. Arms, shoulders can be fully relaxed as you tilt the pelvis up and down as you breathe in and out. Returning to a neutral spine now, drawing your knees to your chest, clasping the legs or backs of your thighs with your hands and arms, rocking from side to side, forward and backward, perhaps around in circles, massaging your back in whatever way would feel good for you right now. Feeling all those sensations. And coming back to center now, still holding the knees into the chest. And on an in-breath, if it's available to you, lifting your head up to your knees, perhaps touching your forehead to your knees or just approaching to the extent that you can. Being aware of any sensations in the neck as you raise your head, respecting your own limits. And as you're ready, on an exhale, gently releasing the head back to the mat. And stretching both legs out long now onto the mat, allowing yourself to breathe freely. Bringing the right knee into the chest and clasping it with both hands around the leg or behind the thigh. Moving the knee around in circles, side to side, forward, backward. Exploring the flexibility of the hip joint. Creating movement, openness. Taking care of yourself as you move. Returning to stillness now. And inhaling, raising your head toward the knee. Mindful again of your neck. Gently releasing the head to the mat along with your arms and leg. Exhaling now. Taking a few moments to observe any differences now from one side to the other. Resting and breathing in and out. Both legs are stretching out on the mat, arms along your side. And now breathing in, bringing up the left knee to your chest, clasping the leg with both arms and hands, either around the shin or behind the thigh, however it feels best for you. Exhaling and creating some movement here as you sensitively circle the knee, bringing it forward and backward, continuing with a steady flow of breathing as you move the knee from side to side, noticing the movement in the pelvis and hip joint, coming to stillness, and now inhaling, perhaps raising the forehead toward the knee, bringing awareness to the neck, and staying within the limits that are right for you at this time. Exhaling, gently lowering the head, releasing the hands from the leg, placing the leg onto the floor once again, resting your arms on the mat alongside of you. And moving now mindfully onto one side and then to hands and knees. Placing your knees about hip distance apart, knees aligned under the hips, and hands onto the mat about shoulder distance apart, wrists under the shoulders. If your knees feel tender with this contact, you might want to place a cushion or a towel under the knees so that you're more comfortable. So inhaling and flattening your back here in the pose called tabletop. Your arms and legs are the legs of the table. Exhaling, tucking your chin and arching your back like a Halloween cat, pressing the air out, flexing the spine, and then inhaling, dropping the belly and the back, rolling the face and throat up to the ceiling into cow. Then exhaling again into cat pose. And continuing with the rhythm of your own breathing. Inhaling, rolling your throat and heart open to the ceiling with cow. Exhaling, tucking your chin and arching your back into cat. Repeating this a few times more as you choose, moving within your own limits, and creating perhaps a sense of spaciousness as you move through these repetitions. And then returning as you're ready to tabletop pose, flattening your back and inhaling, raising the right leg, extending it back behind you, establishing balance, and then exhaling, extending the left arm and hand, noticing all the muscles involved in this maintenance of balance, the movement within the stillness, breathing in a steady way as you reach in opposite directions, left fingers forward, right toes back. And as you're ready, exhaling, releasing the arm and leg, returning hand and knee to the mat. This time, on an inhale, raising and extending the left leg behind you. And then as you're ready, raising the right arm, balancing yourself as you reach the fingertips and the toes in opposite directions, breathing in a steady way, exploring your limits, remaining present to whatever is being experienced here. And now lowering the right arm, the left leg, returning to tabletop pose. And now bringing your seat to the mat, gently reclining your spine back on the floor and aligning your body, lying down in this prone posture once more. Planting your feet hip distance apart, knees pointing up to the ceiling, breathing freely, feeling the support of the floor beneath you. Noticing whatever might feel different now, anywhere in the body as a result of your practice so far. Inhaling now, lifting the arms up over the head, resting them on the floor behind you. Exhaling. Now pressing down into the feet, and on an inhale, lifting the pelvis and belly up to the ceiling, resting the upper body's weight onto the upper back, shoulders, neck, and back of head. With every inhale, you may find you can lift the hips a little farther to the ceiling, almost as though your breath is floating the hips up. Continuing to breathe, perhaps looking out over the body, noticing the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe in and out. Noticing perhaps how this expansive breathing brings fresh energy to the whole body. Feeling the muscles that are working here for you in this pose. This is bridge pose. Expand into the pose for as long as is appropriate for you without straining. And when you feel ready, on an exhale, gently begin to lower the back onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time, slowly, mindfully, as you continue to breathe in and out. And feeling whatever is going on in the body right now. Experience the feelings of release, perhaps, as the body is again fully supported. Noticing the effects of your practice, allowing the body to rest. And now clasping the hands behind the neck with your elbows out, feet flat again on the mat with knees pointed upward. Inhaling, now lowering the knees toward the floor on the right side, creating a gentle twist in the spine. Your face can point up to the ceiling if you wish, or for more of a twist, you could gaze out over your left elbow. Wherever you are, continuing to breathe steadily. Sensing sensations at the belly, throughout the spine, the chest, perhaps a sense of creating openness or more spaciousness for your breathing. Allowing the twist to bring whatever it is, right here and right now. And now on an inhale, bringing the knees back to center. And exhaling, bringing the head back to center if needed. And this time, as you inhale, gently bringing both knees over to the floor toward your left side, creating the stretch in the opposite direction. Keeping your head centered, or if you turned before, now see what it feels like to turn your head and gaze out to the right side, if that works for you right now. Allowing the body to expand, to open, to receive. And then as you're ready, on an in-breath, bringing your knees and head back to center once again. Bringing your arms alongside the body. Exhaling now, stretching out the right leg as you leave the left leg with foot planted and knee pointing up to the ceiling. On an in-breath, raising the right leg up to whatever height is best for you, exploring within your limits. Remembering that in all the yoga poses, it's your intention and awareness that matter the most. So on an exhale, with the right leg up in the air to whatever degree, circling the foot and ankle now in one direction. Now in the other. Now flexing and pointing the foot and toes. Noticing all sensations you're experiencing right now. Allowing the shoulders, chest, and arms to be relaxed, at ease. Breathing steadily, fully. And now inhaling and reaching up with your hands to grasp the leg at whatever point feels comfortable for you. And exhaling here. And then on another inhale, perhaps raising the head toward the knee if you choose. Breathing here, and as you're ready, exhaling your head gently back down to the mat, releasing your arms, and now releasing the right leg back down, planting the right foot again with the knee bent toward the ceiling. And this time, inhaling, raising your left leg up as far as is right for you in this moment. Now exhaling, circling the foot and ankle in one direction, continuing with your steady breathing, and then circling in the other direction. Now flexing and pointing the foot and toes, noticing again all the sensations you're perceiving through this movement, allowing the parts of the body not necessary for this movement to be at rest. And now on the next inhale, reaching your hands up to grasp the left leg, however that works best for you. Exhaling here. And now inhaling, raising the head toward the left knee, if that's available to you. Exhaling, inhaling. And when you feel ready, exhaling your head and arms gently down to the mat. Now releasing the left leg back down. Stretching both legs out for a few moments. Breathing with your steady, consistent breath. Observing, feeling whatever is here for you right now. And turning yourself gently now to lie on the left side of the body, supporting the head in the left hand, balancing and supporting the body with the right hand placed on the mat in front of your stomach. On an in-breath, raising the right leg up to whatever degree feels right for you, and circling the foot, moving in whatever way would feel good for you right now. Bringing awareness to the strength in the thigh muscle, holding up the leg, the strength of the abdomen, perhaps feeling with your right hand the strength of these tendons and muscles. Exhaling and lowering the right leg down slowly, aware of the sensations of release as the right leg and foot touch the left leg and foot. And continuing with awareness of breathing and body perceptions as you come to turn mindfully onto the right side of the body, this time supporting the head in the right hand and balancing the body with your left hand in front of you, front of the belly on the mat, and then raising the left leg up as far as is accessible to you right now. Again, circling the foot and ankle in one and then another direction. Releasing and flexing in ways that you choose. And as you're ready, on an exhale, gently lowering the left leg back down onto the right. And then transitioning yourself as you inhale, moving now onto your belly into another version of the corpse pose. Face resting on one side, your arms alongside the body with the palms up, legs and feet relaxed, and feeling yourself supported here on the mat as you breathe. Particularly noticing the sensations of the abdomen pressing into the floor as your body expands on the in-breath, and the sensations of releasing as the body exhales. Taking a few moments to scan the body with your awareness, noticing any after effects of your practice so far. In the feet, legs, body, shoulders, arms, neck, hands, head, as you allow the breathing to move freely through you. And now inhaling as you raise the head, resting the chin on the mat. Exhaling here. And on another in-breath, raising the right leg up to whatever degree is accessible to you, keeping the hips on the mat, exploring your limits but not exceeding them. Continuing with your steady breathing, aware of muscles in the low back that are engaged, aware of sensations in the neck, and lowering the leg down as you exhale, resting the head down now on the opposite cheek. Taking a full breath in, and then releasing an out breath, allowing the body to sink more fully into the mat. And then as you're ready, inhaling, raising the head up, resting the chin, exhaling, and then inhaling as you raise the left leg to whatever extent you can without forcing or straining. Continuing with your steady breathing as you meet yourself and any sensations right here, right now. And then exhaling as you're ready, releasing the left leg and turning the face to rest on the opposite cheek. Resting here from the effort that you've exerted, Breathing in, breathing out. And now we'll prepare for what is called the Cobra pose. The body is long in alignment. Arms are alongside the body, palms still upward. Forehead may be resting on the mat. Inhaling, slowly lifting the head up off the mat, and then raising the shoulder and the chest area, using the muscles of the back and the abdomen. Exhaling, inhaling, continuing with your steady awareness of sensation and breath. And as you're ready, exhaling, gently returning chest, shoulders, head to the mat, resting the face on the opposite cheek, resting from the effort you've made to explore this Cobra pose, noticing whatever is here for you right now. And now for another version of Cobra, planting your hands firmly on the mat beneath your shoulders, elbows pointing behind you, close into the body, bringing awareness to the tailbone, gently pressing it down toward the floor, bringing the legs and feet together, inhaling and bringing forehead to mat, looking down at the mat, lengthening through the back of the neck, and then lifting the chin, the head, the shoulders, perhaps part of the chest up to the point where you can no longer lift, breathing steadily, noting the muscles engaged in your back. And when you're ready, gently exhaling, releasing chest, shoulders, head back down to the mat. Resting your opposite cheek down to the mat. Releasing the legs, feet, releasing all effort. Letting go, allowing the breathing to move freely, to bring restoration. Noticing again whatever it is you notice in sensation as a result of your practice. Moving with awareness, gently, inhaling and turning yourself over to lie down once again on your back. Drawing knees into the chest, clasping them with your hands, moving in whatever way would feel right for you right now, perhaps gently massaging the muscles of the back. Acknowledging the effort, the work the muscles have done, taking care to listen deeply to the body in this moment. And then exhaling, lowering the legs, coming again into corpse pose. Allowing the legs to spread out, feet to fall away from one another. Allowing the palms to face upward if that's comfortable for your shoulders. A little distance away from the body. Fully releasing the body onto the mat. Releasing any tension, effort. Filling the lungs with air. Releasing all effort as you exhale fully. It might feel good to take a great big inhalation, opening your mouth and then whooshing it out. Scanning the body lightly now, aware of any sensations in the feet, the lower legs, the knees, the thighs, the hip and pelvic area, the low back, moving attention all the way up the spine, throughout the entire back, aware of the belly, the stomach area, heart, the chest, the entire front of your body as you feel the breath expanding, releasing. The neck, throat, shoulders, aware of the head and face, completely letting go. Letting the weight of the body soften and yield onto the mat, onto the floor. Allowing yourself to completely and fully inhabit this moment, right here, right now. And bringing in a sense of appreciation for yourself, that you've taken the time and made the effort to nourish and care for yourself in this special way, increasing your strength and flexibility in mind, body, bringing awareness of this gift that you can give to yourself each day, this opportunity to witness your own natural capacity for strengthening, for healing, the experience of accepting and acknowledging yourself to be whole and complete in this and every moment.